So tonight I went through and taped up, I guess, everything on the 5.3 because I pulled the heads and valley cover off. I'm gonna have to seal that up so nothing gets in there. I had a trash bag over it for a while and I'm just over that. I came out here and there's just some surface rust. I guess a recap on the 5.3 since this is the first video. I'm just trying to get the valve springs out of these 706 heads, but this Harbor Freight valve spring removal tool, 0 out of 10 would recommend this for LS heads because obviously there's not a lot of work around in here. If anything that Matt Happel's put out there in the past 10 years pretty much is what I'm going off of. I'm not an engine builder. I'm not a professional. Can't afford to hire anybody to build this truck for me. I don't even know who I'm going to use to tune it. Probably Jason Waters in Atlanta. But yeah, as you can see, we have no workbench, primitives. My garage, I've not lived in my house maybe 3 months yet. All my stuff for this 5.3 is over here in the corner. This engine sat in the bed of my truck and I muscled it onto this engine stand. No cherry picker, no help whatsoever, just myself and a tire that I ruined because I tore into the tire wall. So anyways, I'll introduce the truck, then I'll show the rest of what's going to be in this video. So this is it, a 2001 4.3 two-wheel drive. It was owned by some kid who towed around. Him and his dad did landscaping on the side or something, so anyway, it's pretty cool. But took to Facebook, was looking, and I was like, well, here's a complete iron block 5.3 out of an 03 Tahoe. Just everything I needed, a harness, a fuse block, a computer. I just wanted to build a street truck. I just wanted something that I could drive on the weekends. Maybe my wife and I could go out to date night in, and it's just gonna sit there and lope, idle good. Eventually, if I want to, I can toss a turbo on it, all that stuff. My brother's coming tonight. We're gonna ride to Kentucky tomorrow, scoop it up, drive it all the way back roadkill style. Hopefully I get some decent shots of it, maybe a couple rollers. All I really want to do is document this trip and some of this engine building process. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video. Sorry if I'm rambling. I'm gonna chop this up so it's quick, speedy. Don't even bother with this if you have LS heads. Maybe I'm missing something. I'll put in some sort of transition here. Alright, this is Caleb's car, the Mark 6. I'm just gonna do a quick little showcase of this thing, then we'll give you an exhaust clip. Just little tiny bolt-ons, like the fire the bitch up. Good Lord, son. So what's next for the Jetta?
Probably redo the headlights, taillights, get them LED. Probably debadge the back, redo the badge in the front, LED, light up. Headliner, probably wide body it, lower it more.
So it's just like, what is it? You're just doing like visuals now because you got it where you want it. Like, it's already a pretty quick little car, right?
Yeah.
You don't need a freaking race car.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Building this is like a VIP car.
People go balls out with these things and they don't have to. Like, it's so stupid.
Probably gonna tune it.
Nice little tune, nice little bass map or something.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Smidgen louder.
Hell yeah. Tomorrow we'll be making the maiden voyage in the Accord all the way to Kentucky, 4 hours away. So wish us luck. Hopefully we don't die. I might convince my wife to let me take the Ford, but you know, who really knows? All right, so here we are cruising at 75 maiden voyage to Kentucky, and we got up late. We left at like 6:30. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, pretty gorgeous view. Just figured I'd share it with you guys. My brother and I we're like 2.5 hours out. So yeah, we'll recap whenever we get there. All right, so we are really up high elevation in Kentucky. We're not even halfway there. We had to stop several times. Modern gas pumps are crappy, so we had to stop at the Shell over there and use one of the more updated gas pumps with my card. Oh, rowdy SI! Anyway, yeah, we're like still 2.5 hours away. So recap when we have the Camaro. That son of a bitch missed a gear like hell. Well, got the Camaro. I don't know, the brakes are pretty sketchy. The throttle pedal feels like it might stick. This is full roadkill. I've never gone this far with like driving cities away to get a car. I'm 4 hours from my house right now, so I think it'll make it, but we'll see. I have no clue the history on this car, so it stops and it goes. Lights work, turn signals work. That's all we need. We'll check in when we get back to Tennessee. Death wobble. So maybe if I document this, my family will see it. But this thing has like no wipe. The wiper blades are non-existent, and it's starting to sprinkle. And we're like about 2 hours away. So if my family sees this, I love you. And a Camaro killed me of all cars. Jesus. Well, it is Sunday. It is a rainy day, but got her back. This thing needs tires like nothing else. They're very unbalanced, very wobbly, so the steering was incredibly bad from about 55 to 65 miles an hour. But now we have to talk logistics. I can't have this truck, this Camaro, and then the daily driver Accord all at once. So one of these has to go, and it's probably going to be the truck. So it's hard for me to think about getting rid of it, but maybe I can make some sort of compromise, or maybe I just need to sell the F-body to, you know, fund the rest of the Silverado's LS swap. I don't know, I got a decision to make either way, but yeah, the driveway's full, and it can't always be that way. So maybe we'll keep the F-body and do F-body things. Maybe we'll sell it, continue to do GMT things. Either way, I'm definitely a fan of GM stuff now. Obviously the struts on the trunk do not hold, so that gigantic hatch will fall on you. Sorry, hatch, not trunk. That gigantic hatch will fall on you and probably crush you. Oh, the window tint in the back right here. It looks atrocious. I like the wheels. The wheels they feel very period correct. But I feel like I've seen these wheels on Firebirds. I don't know. Of course we have the atrocious, don't worry, those taillights are not. Well, they're staying because apparently F-body taillights are very expensive. These will probably get some treatment to make them bearable. Might do some of that red spray tint on the taillights. That seems like the best course of action to me. Leaving that area. Sorry, that was a fart. So anyway, get you guys in here real quick. As you can see, a little before. Yeah, car needs a little bit of love interior wise. So clean these floor mats, vacuum it real good, wipe off everything. There's a lot of cigarette ash and tar. Yeah, we'll get back to you. It's Tuesday evening, and I was able to break out some of the Windex, rubbing alcohol, all that stuff, and clean the glass a little bit. I still see some streaks on the inside. It looks worlds better than it did before. These T-tops, it's always going to look worse on camera. There's a lot of dust in here. Garage door was open for a few hours today. These T-tops were completely coated in road grime and like tree sap and stuff. So clean that off. There's obviously still glue from the window tint stuck to the windows. We're gonna clean that off. In the back right here, I haven't started scraping this yet because honestly scraping window tint makes me want to kill myself. So one of these pulleys down there squealing a little bit, so probably order a serpentine belt. I'm just happy that the hood struts are not completely gone yet. Apparently these LT1s are pretty sought after because everyone LS swaps F bodies. Even one of my buddies was like, hey, you know, leave the LT1 in there. Still got the Silverado. I put the hood back on it. That was a chore. Probably still gonna try to 5.3 swap that. Have all my stuff here, but the only issue with that right now is parts. I want to do the pack valve springs and I want to do the camshaft of my choice, and just haven't made a decision yet. As soon as I need a cherry picker to insert the engine into that truck. So anyway, that's probably going to wrap up this video. The next one, we're going to go over what I'm going to do with these taillights. The Camaro will be getting new tires. I'm going to keep these wheels. I like them. I might do a little bit thicker, fatter tire for, you know, grip in the rear. I stomped this thing under a bridge the other day on my way back from Kentucky and it took off. So I guess it's still got some life left in it. Gonna have to go to a record yard in Nashville, find this. I just can't get this to sit down in there and the window function properly. Like, it will scrape the dog mess out of the exterior window. Before we depart, I found this little window switch in the trunk, or the hatch, sorry, and I switched that out. I don't know how I'm gonna get these to stick. Other than the headliner being, you know, stanky. The interior is actually fairly clean, and it smells good in here because I went to the dollar store up the road and bought myself one of those odor bombs, is what I'm gonna call it, but just one of those deodorizers in a can. Probably gonna order a single den unit for this just because it's cheaper. I don't want to spend the money on a double den. Maybe get the AC recharge so I can actually use the heat in the winter. But yeah, I took the floor mats out, scrubbed those a little bit. They didn't really come that clean, but I didn't try that hard. I was just happy to get the cigarette ash and soot off of the center console area, get the cup holder cleaned out. And yeah, I don't know what this means, but I don't know if this means 30th anniversary or what, but I might have, either these are just seats from a 30th Camaro or this is a 30th anniversary Z28. I don't know. Either way, I'll run the VIN and see what I can figure out. But since this is my first video, I'm just gonna end it here with a little FaceTime with me. Thanks for watching. If you're an F-body guy, you know, I could use some encouragement because I don't really know where to start with this car. I've wanted one of these for a long time though, so the fact that I was able to get it pretty much free, other than the registration fees I'll pay, and for the tag, couldn't be more worth it. I'm thinking about leaving the LT1 in there. I don't really see an LS swap being cost effective anytime soon, and the car runs and drives fine how it is. You know. Anyway, if you guys like this video, be sure to comment. If you didn't like it, let me know why. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down, whatever you feel like doing. And subscribe if you want to see more of this little F-Body's journey. I'm going to work on it as often as I can and publish content as often as possible. We're going to get out here this weekend and tear into some other stuff too. Maybe fix the intake manifold gasket on the truck. But anyways, see you guys around. Thanks for watching. See you next time.